Yes, hello everyone. I'm art historian, art curator, and avant-garde researcher, and I'm very thankful to Igor and Ilya to invite me to this summer school. I would say that my course is probably maybe a bit different from others. We will speak about the first third of 20th century, focusing on the Russian avant-garde, but as I suppose many of you know, today the term Russian avant-garde become a trigger for art historians and art curator, and become the term which is reviewed. And of course, focusing on this particular topic as female face of the Russian avant-garde, we will focus firstly, and the first lecture will be about Russian avant-garde itself. In a chronological art historical perspective, we will see why this term, what does it mean, this term Russian avant-garde, why we could use it anyway now, or which points we need to review in a critical way. And we will focus on very different approaches from Soviet art historian and European art historian who for the very first time involved this term in the art history of the modernism in 50s. And then, of course, focusing on the female faces of the avant-garde, we will approach the sexual gender studies and this feminist studies that raised in 70s. But anyway, I will invite you also to think in this critical, because I would suggest that we discuss it in a way what we add in this topic as female art, and what we actually reduce when we try to speak about it in such kind of gender differences, speaking about Russian Amazons of the avant-garde, because they themselves don't make them as a group. And so I think that it's very interesting that we will speak about them as a gender community while they didn't make it themselves. And of course, speaking about female art of the avant-garde, I would say that that's not enough to speak only about the paintings and graphic, because talking about input of artists, in particular female artists in Russian avant-garde, we need also to take into account their texts, because in art historian there's very reviewed the text of Malevich, Kandinsky, Larionov, but actually the female artists, they leave so many texts which we also need to take in account if we want to be in a wide context of modernism and Russian modernism itself. And of course, we also will speak about their input in different artistic pedagogical system, because female artists in the Soviet periods like 20s and 30s will be very powerful, making new approaches to the art education, as well as the museum, let's say, museum studies and museum completation in the era of creating the museum of the new art in 20s and 30s. And the female artists actually will make such a big input in this. So the contemporary museums still have the collection formed in those era by female artists. And of course, we will speak also about contemporary art exhibition and contemporary research is focusing on female artists, because it is very interesting to understand how especially not very well-known artists, female artists, affect on the modernism, which is studies focusing on well-known people, and what we can add if we look at maybe some peripheral figures of the avant-garde as well. And of course, in the end of the course and during the course, I will prepare the list of kind of, let's say, must-read books about Russian avant-garde, which you can reach in English and in Russian if you would like to. And we will also make a virtual tour to some museums, and I will prepare the list where you can find actually those artists about whom we will talk. Thank you.